I'm on my bike, just doing a little cardio. So much going on right now that I can't even do cute little posts about it. So much. Good, there's life. The promoting the event on the 20th, 21st, 22nd is taking some wild, cool turns. There is hope for that to be actually hugely successful, which would be amazing. Stuff with my health continues to be a mystery, but taking all the right steps to figure out that mystery. You know, I get calls with awful things happening to beautiful young girls in our state. And it's so frustrating because there's no easy answers. The options are devastatingly limited, and even with those, the odds are not good. And it shouldn't be that way, and it is. So we just have to do what we can, right? But why I'm doing this video right now is because I am so grateful. I get that my story is not the norm, that most people who've gone through similar story to mine don't end up in a cute little she shed spinning on a Wednesday morning with their cute little dogs and the sun sparkling on the water, looking at the awards. Oh, hummingbird. Hi. Hi. Oh my. You see that? That was so cool. The whole time this she shed's been here, I've been here, I've never had that happen. I just came to the window. Oh gosh, I'm feeling really emotional. Look at the sparkles on the water. That's my favorite thing. This sometimes happens this time of year. My going after squirrel. In 1981, August 9th, I had recently escaped from being sex trafficked, and lots of really cool things happened. You know, Crossroads for Women is for women over 18 who are alcoholic, and you can stay 30 days. I was 17, they let me stay 3 months. Anyway, August 9th, 1981, I had escaped. I had homemade tattoos, and I bleached hair, and I was size 0. I had stopped menstruating from malnutrition. And I was cleaning one of the cottages that my family owned. And my dad came in, and the sun was sparkling on the water. And he said he had cancer. And he passed away on August 9th, 1981. And that event, that sitting beside my dad when he died, I had a spiritual experience that was so necessary for me, because that spiritual experience became the mooring, became the cornerstone of my faith in not religion, but something else behind what's visible to us. And that knowing that there is something else that is kind and good and loving, even though I had physically experienced the worst of humanity. I saw what was under that, the beauty, the love. And now here I am in 2024, days before August 9th. Knowing that all of the struggle and all of the therapy, a lot of therapy and continuing education, and has brought me to this morning, this August 2024 morning, in my little she shed, and that book right there. I don't know if you can see it. That book was the first book, a guide, a survival guide for women who have been sexually abused. I reached out to that author to see about doing an update, one for now. That was in 1988. And then yesterday, getting a message from a friend of mine who's helping a family who's beautiful girl, 19 now, who was stolen and trafficked, and looking for resources and a place for her. And and knowing through my lived experience that you can still overcome and survive. What do you have in your mouth? Is that a piece of bark? Yeah. That's not necessary. It'd be great if we had it, and it's totally unacceptable that we don't. Totally unacceptable that we don't. But if you are a survivor, if you are struggling with your self-healing and self-growth, keep going. Keep going. You know, look where I live. It is so cool. And if something happens and my situation changes and I don't get to live here, well, it will be even more fabulous, because it is a beautiful world. And when you keep moving forward, the other side meets you and helps you and propels you forward. I am so grateful for my friends that I have, my children, where I get to live, and that the universe has conspired for my greatest good, and that my 11th year, I have been able to be in service to that power, to those sparkles on the water. Thank you, God, for all of the therapists and people, and that it just worked out where I could go to the Hoffman, and I could go to Landmark Education, and I could go to all the places. And can you hear that? Loons. Who I met, when I met them, how everything just lined up for me to see the Dalai Lama and be a part of that conference, and then meeting like, how cool is that? You can look back, I can look back and see how the dots connect, all bringing me to this morning with the birds singing, the loon flying over, sparkles on the water, my little dogs, my geese are out there somewhere. My life has not been normal, you know. But I am feeling so incredibly grateful. I was Zooming with Billy Graham's grandson yesterday. I am so deeply grateful being able to give back as a thank you to that invisible, right? To give back to God these 11 years. As a service of deep appreciation. Of deep gratitude and appreciation. For where I live, how I get to live, who my friends are, and my family. I am profoundly grateful. And as I wrap up Stop Trafficking US by the end of the year, I have no freaking idea what the next chapter will look like. And a side note, my people on YouTube and social media, I have been alone in my little she shed. I don't bring the intensity and horrors of the things that I see and hear to my girlfriends. When we get together, we're normal girl talk, but this is a lot, and I don't bring it to them. So in my little she shed, even though I don't feel alone, because nature is everywhere all around me, there have been so many times when I post things that I ask for prayer, or there's a situation or whatever. You know, there's over 10,000 followers in Maine, men and women over 40. The vast majority of that number are Mainers. And you're watching and you're holding me and the work that I do in love for years, a decade now. And I see other people's Facebook with, you know, bantering, and I don't have that. I have the coolest followers who know when I overpost, it's because I want to hold your hand, because things are hard and I'm tired, and I need to feel like I'm connected to people. And I have felt that on social media. I have felt like, okay, I'm putting this out there, and you might not say anything, and I might not get a private message today, but I feel it. I feel connected, and I don't feel judged by it. I just feel supported. And I want to thank you for following, and thank you for your support. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I purposely do shit like put up a picture of, something religious, and then put up the pinup at Bentley's biker bar or something. And I do that for a reason. Like, don't put me in a religious box and expect me to be holier than thou. And don't put me in the biker box, or, the crazy nudist box, and expect me not to be spiritual. Like, I am makeup all dressed up, and I am snot coming down my nose with no makeup on. I'm long black hair. I'm gray hair. By the way, I'm dyeing my hair next week because I can't stand the gray anymore. But I can, I am eclectic, and you guys make room for me to be eclectic. And you love me and support me anyway. So thank you for that. I am totally surprised by my emotion this morning. I haven't cried that much in a long time. So, sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I was biking, and I felt this feeling of great appreciation, and I thought I want to share this feeling of appreciation with my people. And it took a little life of its own. But anyway, I'm going to go back to biking. It really is amazing grace, isn't it? It really is. And yes, my place is a mess because I've been doing that online coaching, and it's taken up so much time. I just need to get organized. Maybe Heather Burke will come over, and she's good at that. So happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.